It's never a good idea to violate a custody agreement. There are serious consequences that are gonna affect your life. Instead, a better way of doing it is to try to work out an alternative agreement that you can have with your spouse or your ex-spouse. Put it to writing, go to court, and file for a joint modification. If you and your spouse can come to an agreement as to a better course of action than is currently the present parenting plan, it's gonna ultimately be a winning situation. Violating a court agreement can end up with sanctions, can end up with court hearings, will require various days in court, attorney's fees that are gonna spiral out of control, and could end up in potentially a contempt action that the other party brings that could leave you with fines, penalties, and even under some circumstances, jail time. Don't violate a known court order. Avoid the terrible ramifications that can occur. Instead, reach out to us and we'll put together an action plan to successfully allow you to alter the parenting plan or court order to meet the needs of yourself and your children. Clients often come to me and they're either considering violating a court order or have violated a court order. And the clients who come to us before it occurs always have a much better result versus having to start on the defensive side and having to craft an argument against that violation, which oftentimes is a losing argument. Instead, come to us, reach out, let's put together an action plan that logically will get you to the conclusion that you want instead of acting from a moment of anxiety or fear or emotion. When you make decisions based on emotion rather than a well thought out, reasoned plan, the results are never the same. They're not going to get you the results that you want when you're making decisions based on emotions. Instead, let's set aside emotions, come up with an action plan that works, and try to come up with an agreement without having to go to court and getting court approval. Instead, we can enter a stipulation in and come to an agreement and do it in a much easier, simpler, less emotional, and cost-effective manner.